Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wonderfully Hopeless podcast. It has been a minute, and honestly, this is the first time I've really had time or energy to sit down and stitch. So I thought instead of recording a more traditional video, I would just do a video where I chat and stitch. So, as per usual, I'm working on my mermaid. So, someday it's going to look like that. So, if you're wanting to know, it is a Heaven and Earth, and you can look up the artist because I will slaughter their name. And yeah, alright. So, this is where I am at. So let's fire up Pattern Keeper because I don't know about you, but I can't stitch without Pattern Keeper anymore. It's been a life changer. Alright, so let's pull the pattern up. Okay, and let's hope I have this color. So, because no needle on the thread, or no thread on the needle, means I gotta find the right color. 159. Okay. I only have 40 stitches left of this color, which is awesome. So, it's been at least a month since I filmed the video. I think I filmed one at the end of July, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I did. I can't remember, and I am a horrible podcaster. I didn't go look. I could probably pull it up on my tablet, but that would mean I would be doing that instead of actually stitching, and since I haven't stitched much in a week or two, really, I think I've stitched a few times since school started 2 weeks ago, but not a lot. I have been incredibly busy, but my life tends towards that these days. So, yeah. So what have I been up to? Teaching, taking a college course, you know, all the usual stuff with me. So we went back to school, or I went back to school on like the 13th or something. We're not even at the end of August, and I can't tell you what day I started anymore. That's kind of sad. Anyway, so I went back to school, and I have been dealing with my husband's doctors and all that good jazz, and that's always so much fun. And then you add in my own medical issues, and it's just like, can I catch a break? I'd like a break. So that was this weekend's drama, is my husband's doctors. I was maybe just a tad frustrated, so we were all set to, I need magnification. Hopefully this doesn't disturb the video too much, but I just need to see where that stitch was. So we were all set, and that's still not the right spot for that stitch. Yeah, it is. I'm losing my marbles. We were supposed to go see a specialist yesterday, and we got a call Sunday night having to reschedule the appointment. And I get it, stuff comes up, but when you cancel an appointment as the patient that late, you know, they tend to charge you for that. But, you know, I just have to deal with it, and it's, you know, frustrating. And I had taken off time from work, and that isn't easy, and I was sick this weekend, and it was just a pain in the butt. But what are you gonna do? It's not like I can do much about it. So that's where we're at with that. There's nothing I can do about it, so let it go. I'm gonna start singing that song, let it go, let it go. And I won't do that again because that's obnoxious. So that was the most recent fun. Everything else has been moderately normal. I say moderately, you know, there's always something going on. But what are you gonna do? It's been a little bit of a chaotic start to the school year. New computer program for my curriculum, teaching math, taking math. It's, yeah, busy. And then I get home and, you know, take Jim to his D&D or whatnot, or therapy or appointments. It's just a little crazy. But it is what it is. It could be worse, I guess. So anyway, the long and short of it is, by the time I get home and get done with everything, I don't have the brain power to stitch. And this is pretty much how the first of the school year always goes. I am always just like, I don't want to think. And HAEDs are not... Okay. Where I'm at currently in this HAED is not something I can just mindlessly stitch on. So I am right now kind of slowly plugging away at the top of her tail. The top of her, yeah, her tail. So it's these pale blues, which is a little on the challenging side. I'll be happy when I get to the darker blues, which is a little easier to see, a little easier on my eyes. Thankfully, I've just gridded the rest of the project, so I don't have to sit here and fuss with that, which will be great when I get a little further in. But the project as a whole is actually pretty easy these days. It's just a matter of having the mental capacity to sit down and stitch. And I really haven't pulled out another project much. I have my stamped one, but honestly, since I really just want this finished, if I pull anything out, I just sit down and work on this. I like the stamped one. I like the message on the stamped one, but this is for my husband, and I really want it done. And I really want him to be able to enjoy it. So here we sit. And I just keep plugging away. Which is fine. I don't mind. I mind less when my brain is happily functioning. It's kind of funny to say that it doesn't function, but by the time I get done, like today I was grading papers like mad because they run progress reports this afternoon. They should be ran now, and the kids will be hounding me tomorrow. You put this in as missing. Where's it at? I turned it in. Check the no-name pile. Check the bin. Did you turn it in after I put it in the grade book? All that good jazz. Alright, there is one stitch somewhere. Where is it? There's one stitch somewhere. Now this is find the one stitch. Where is it? I hate hunting for one stitch. I don't have any idea where it is either. I have a few ninja stitches several pages back, but I don't see it there. I mean, it's neon green. It should show right up. And it's blue. There's not that many places where there's blue. Drive me bananas. Where did it go? Only her tail is blue. The only thing that's got these colors in it. I see it nowhere. Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. Well, I will deal with it when I find it. So, done with that thread. What's the next color? Because I want to actually get something done today. Alright, there's another one with not very many colors, but hey. Let's do that one first. Okay. 38, 41, and there's 41 stitches of it. 38. There we go. Only problem with confetti is all the starting and stopping. However, it's what makes the projects look good. So, what else has been going on? I have not been watching videos. I was pretty good over the summer about watching cross-stitch videos, but honestly, I have not had as much time. Had a lot of things going, and I have been spending quite a bit of time actually doing adult coloring here recently, which I kind of go through phases with that, and I am currently really enjoying it, in part because it doesn't have to be complicated. It can just be easy, and usually when this is too complicated, just mindlessly coloring a page, no stress, just coloring for a little bit is great. So I've been doing that quite a bit. What I really should be doing, and I'm not going to do until tomorrow, which is going to bite me, but I am helping some of the students with geometry. We have a geometry teacher, but the kiddos sometimes have a little bit of a struggle, so I've been trying to help a few of them as I can. So I'm not going to claim to be some sort of geometry expert. It is my least favorite math. It is the one I did badly in high school in, and it is the one that concerns me the most when I take my test to become a certified math teacher because I know it's not my strong suit. But, you know, at some point I just gotta get over it and do it. And I am sure that once I just do it, I will be fine. But you gotta get to that point. And right now I'm a little, I don't know, helping the kids may help me do better at it. So I'm going to put a little more effort into making sure the first chapter that they just did wasn't hard. You know, points and lines and planes. I understand that. I don't always remember all the rules, but I can look at a book and figure that out. Whereas some of the other stuff, it's like, oh, I don't remember. It's been too long. So, it could be worse. But I'll do what I can. And just go from there. So, there's only so much I can do, and I just try and do what I can do. You just want to help the kids. So, that's what I've been working on with that. But trying to make sure I take more time to take care of myself, which I am usually last on my list of somebody to take care of. I tend to not focus on that as much. I've been trying to do better. You know, do what I can do. I will be really glad when the political season is over. I'm already tired of it. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I am over it at this point. Can we be done? I'm sure there's quite a few people that are ready to be done with the political season. And I'd like to be done with heat. So, and probably in that order, because I really hate the politics more than I hate the heat. And that's saying something, because I really do not like being hot. It's not my favorite thing. But, I don't like the fighting. I don't like people not being able to get along. All that good jazz drives me a little mental. You know, I tell my kids be kind and all this stuff, and then you turn on the TV and the politicians can't be kind. It's like, alright, people. You're adults. Can you set a better example for our kids? You know, just try and set a better example. Try not calling each other names and all that petty stuff that, you know, as kids we were told we shouldn't do. So, what are you gonna do? And today's amusing thing was corn sweat. I saw that on a meteorologist page, corn sweat. I'm like, it is not corn sweating. There's a proper term for it. I get it's funny to say corn sweat, but the science teacher in me went, really? We have to say that? Why don't we call it what it is? I mean, it's not nearly as funny, but so yeah, that was, I was like, really, what are you gonna do? Some days magnification helps a whole lot when you're stitching light stitches on light fabric. and everything starts to blend together. Alright, that looks like it, and I'm going to bet that's the last of those stitches. So we can go on to the next color. How many stitches can I get tonight? I'd like to get a couple hundred. That's I aim for like 200 a night when I'm in school. And it's confetti. If it's not confetti, it is not so bad. And that color is completed. So that's awesome. Alright, let's go with this one. Oh, this one's got 74 colors. Fancy. And they're all in the same area. Sweet. Always makes my life easier. Alright, I'll get the light out of the way. Find the color. Hey, my cross stitch stand is stealing my floss. Give it here. So, oh, what else is going on? See, this was better when I had the live chats and we could all talk, but I so rarely have that much time and a space anymore. It's the one thing that I miss the cross-stitch group, but life is just so crazy for me now. I just don't have the time or the inclination or the willingness to deal with the drama. And unfortunately, I find most social medias to be drama inducing. I mean, Facebook, drama. Instagram, drama. I don't really do a lot of any of it anymore because I just didn't want to deal with the drama. So I don't really do a lot of any of it. I mean, I'll check on Facebook, but I really don't do anything with the groups anymore. I really don't do anything on Instagram. I'll post the picture here and there, and I might flip through real quick, but I can't handle all the commercials, and I don't want to deal with drama. Although I will say I don't see as much cross-stitch drama as I see knitting drama, but honestly I don't pay attention to any of it anymore. And on YouTube, I don't see a lot of YouTube drama. I don't watch it if it is drama. And I just block trolls. So it makes life way easier. As it is, I have a hard enough time getting time to address comments. I need to go do that. But it's so hard when, you know, I have a finite amount of crafting time and I need to go do something like answer comments. I want to answer comments, but it's like, man, I want to stitch, or I want to craft, or whatever I want to do. And honestly, I have not been doing a lot of any crafting. But we are at the end of August, and usually after, I say this, I'm going to totally jinx myself, but usually after the 3-day weekend, things start to level out, and I start to get some time back now. With my husband's stuff, that makes it a little bit more tricky, but he's got D&D 3 nights a week, so that gives me 3 nights a week to be able to do stuff. Now, I am also taking a college course, and right now it's easy. Who would have thought I'd say trig is easy, but I actually don't mind trig nearly as much as I mind some other stuff, in part because I use it more in science. So yeah, I have to remember all the rules for everything because I forget them. But like we were doing angular velocity. Well, that's almost exactly the same thing as linear velocity, which is what I teach in physics. So yeah, that's way easier concept for me to go, oh yeah, I remember this. And it takes very little time for me to remember what I'm doing, and off we go. So that's great right now. Will that last? No. It gets harder. I'm aware it gets harder, but I tend to work ahead. And on my agenda for the weekend is to work ahead in math. So I get my stuff caught up, and I have some idea what I'm going to do for my school. And since I got grading done today, my goal is tomorrow to get some lesson planning done. And if I have next week lesson planned, then I don't have to really do much, if anything, for work next week, which means I don't have to worry about it over the weekend, and I can just relax. And that is always awesome. So we will see. It'll depend kind of what comes up tomorrow. Like I said, I need to do the notes for the geometry kids, and I might try and knock a set of those notes out before I go to bed tonight, because the reality is I'm just making them a little easier for the kids to understand. So all I'm doing is copying them down and trying to do it as neatly as possible, which if you knew me in my handwriting would be funny, but the kids appreciate it, so works for me. So I am trying to make sure that I am meeting their needs and being as helpful as I can. So hopefully they are not too unhappy with, or it's helping. I'm not too worried if they're unhappy. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm helping and that they are getting what they need. So that is my goal. We'll see how far they get. But, there's only so much I can do. I think that's something that every teacher has to deal with, is that trying to fix everything for everybody, and there's just not enough time. There's not enough hours in the day. I really wish there were, because yeah, it's crazy how much I feel like I got a to-do list, and it's growing every day. I owe the English teacher a spreadsheet that I told her I would make. Literally, it's copying a spreadsheet and putting new information in it. It's not hard. It is just I need to do it. I have another spreadsheet I need to make, and it is not. None of this is hard. Spreadsheets are easy. I can do them without any real effort. It is just I need to get to where I have the time, and that is where it gets more difficult. So I'm trying. I am trying, and at the end of the day, that's all you can do. So I don't know. All I can do is try. and hope that I'm helping somebody. I love that my camera times out. Really, I do. That's alright. We're going to finish this color, and I think we're going to call this good. I don't even know if anybody's going to care or watch this. I know that I used to enjoy these types of videos, and I enjoy making them. But, everybody leads such busy lives these days. I don't know. But at least this way I can show you what I've been working on, because, hey, I can work on it. And I'm at almost 75 or 65%. I would love to see 75 by the end of October. I really wanted to be further than that by the end of October, but that's not really feasible, I don't think, unless I start getting larger chunks of color and larger chunks of stitching time. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that works. Hope springs eternal that I am going to magically get more stitchy time, and that I don't kill the stitchy bug just working on this project, which has been known to happen. But at this point, I am at 65%, and I am getting close. I'm past halfway, and I'm getting close to where it's mostly just black, which makes it way easy to do. And so now it's just persistence. She looks amazing. Every time I have to reposition the frame, I am like, wow. I did that. I can't believe I have done that much stitching on one piece, and it kind of helps keep me motivated, which is good, because I am not a monogamous stitcher by any stretch of the imagination. And if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you know, no, I don't do monogamous stitching, but I really, really, really want to do this for my husband, so I am really, really, really trying to be a monogamous stitcher. So, one stitch at a time. We are getting there. And like I said, it does help that it looks amazing. Every time I stop and step back, it looks amazing. And I never feel like I've done enough progress to film a video. And when I do make enough progress to film a video, I really would rather just stitch. So maybe this is the answer and the best of both worlds. You can see what I'm working on, you can see how far I've gotten, and we get to have a little chat. So yeah, I always like that. Like I said, I miss being able to talk to everybody. I really miss like the hangouts and stuff that we used to have. But such is life, and you know, gotta do what you gotta do, and all that good jazz. And yeah, boring, 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 boring. I am so getting close to being out of this confetti. So close. And then this larger blocks of color. I really, really want the larger blocks of color. It's like, come on. I'm so close. I keep telling myself every time I sit down, just a few more stitches and you will be to the larger blocks of color, and then you're going to start seeing big progress again. And then it's another strand of confetti and another strand of confetti, and then I get frustrated. And it's time to go to bed. So maybe I'll get some time this weekend. No, I won't. I got a yard to mow because I was sick and I didn't get the yard mowed, and it's too hot, and I am not going out there and mowing in 100-degree heat. I do not need my yard mowed that bad. I am sure my neighbors hate it, but honestly, no. I am not going to go out there and roast alive. And Jim can't do it, so it's going to have to wait for me. And no, I'm not doing it in 100-degree heat. Not happening. Not after I've worked all day. I usually mow on the weekends, and it will survive until the weekend. It just will. It's not a big deal. That's what I'm going to tell myself. It's not a big deal. It's just grass. I do need to catch up on house chores this weekend though, because I was sick and I got some of them done, but I did not get them all done. And I just kind of went, you know what? I'm sick. There's only so much I can do. So I just kind of gave up on some of them. I was like, I can't. So some of them just didn't get done. And it's not the end of the world. It sometimes feels like it, but it is not the end of the world. If the floor doesn't get mopped, it will get mopped tomorrow or Saturday. I should be sweeping and mopping the floor today, but as you can see, I'm choosing to cross stitch instead. So I'll pay for it then. But for now, there are worse things I could be doing. So it's not the end of the world. It's just not. No. But you know, if I were a more tenacious person, I would fix that mistake, but I'm not. So I'm just gonna budget, because in the end, nobody can tell but me, and I don't care that much. Oops, did I say that aloud? I don't even know where I'm stitching right now. Okay, that stitch went in the wrong spot. Oh well. Alright, this is where that stitch should go. There we go. That's better. That's better. My dog is snoring away. Alright. There's something soothing about the floss going through the fabric. Such a relaxing sound. And I think this is gonna get me to my 200 stitches tonight, which will be awesome. And I have managed to not cough this entire time, which might not sound like feet, but I've been coughing all day. Thank you, sinus infection and all that good jazz. That sucked, but I survived. I am feeling better, which is always awesome. And I'm not hoarse, so, you know, as a teacher, that's a bonus. Because I got to do lecture tomorrow. I don't do a lot of lecture, but I got to do lecture tomorrow. I'm really working on the kids learning better note-taking skills. Alright, now this color says I'm missing two. Oh, 2 easy ones. Sweet. So, the kiddos need to learn better note-taking skills before I just kind of let them loose taking their own notes. Because I really hate lecture. I think they learn better if they discover it on their own. But some of the math concepts and stuff really need some direct instruction. So, yay! And that's another color done. Woohoo! Woohoo! Happy, 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 happy. What color do I want to do next? Hey, that one's parked, so I don't have to do anything. And it's not too many colors left. Alright, I think I'm going to call that good for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know. Is this better than nothing, or would you prefer just a regular update video? Look forward to reading the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.